Hello, hello, hello. My name is Paula, Digital Granny. Today I'm actually streaming on three places right now. So I will do my best to try to keep up with the comments. We are going to jump right into this because I'm going to talk about how to make money online with a step-by-step program for beginners. Okay. So this is for those that are looking for a way to work from home. If that's what you've been praying and asking God for, this is something that you might want to stop. You might want to look at, because I'm going to walk you guys through this. And I hope that you guys, let me see if I got to turn this around. I think. Let me turn this around. You can see it. You can't see it. Let me turn this around. So if you're looking for a way to work from home, this might be the answer. Let me see if I can turn this around. I talk about what I do because last year I was, let me see. There we go. I hope that that's right for you guys. Okay. If you join me here on the tube and you can't read this, let me know because I will fix it. Okay. So what am I doing? I work from home. I work from my phone. I do this with my kids around. I love what I do. Okay. So I'm going to talk about this. Let me make this a little bit bigger, shouldn't I? Let's make it a little bit bigger. We're going to make it bigger. Okay. How do I do that? Nope, not like that. Like this. Let's change this. So what were you doing? Last year I was doing the dash. If you don't know me, my name is Paula, Digital Granny, and I talk about how I used to do the dash. I was aiming for 18. If you are new to me, drop me a new in the comments, okay? Make sure you drop me a new so I can say hi. I like to how about that? Is that better? Let's go bigger. Okay. Now you see everything. All right. So that's where I was last year in June of 2024. If you can't see, if you are having a problem seeing, just let me know. If you are new to me, drop it in the comments because I want to say hi. I want to get to know who's watching. A lot of people are new, and that's good. So last year I was stuck. This mic is kind of in the way, but we're going to deal with it like this. Okay. I was stressed out. Listen, I know there's a lot of people that are in situations that they're like, man, I need to make extra. Is there anybody in a situation today where you're like, I need extra? Drop me a 1 in the comments if you are needing extra. And I will try to keep an eye on everything. Okay. I was stuck. I was stressed out and I was struggling last year. This is where I was. Can everybody see this? Okay. So, 2 things today. If you are new, make sure you smash the follow button. Make sure you subscribe. Hello, hello, hello. Either smash the follow or subscribe. I'm going to walk you guys through this today. So if you have questions, please ask me the questions and grab the free blueprint. As you can see, it's scrolling there or right here. Just grab the blueprint. The blueprint is free. How do you do that? Run to my profile, drop your email in, wait 5 minutes, and then go back and check your promo or your trash folders. Okay. This is made for beginners. So last year, nothing special. I was just doing the dash and I was a struggling mom. I was praying to God, asking God for a way. If you are new to me, tap, 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 drop some hearts, say hello so I know that you are new to me. Okay. Oh, and let me pin a little message here. You guys can message me. There's a little box there. There's an arrow. You guys don't have that, but you can drop whatever in the comments if you have any questions. Okay. So what did you do? Well, I was praying to God, asking God for a better way. He brought me a better way that I can do this from my phone around my kids. Sorry, that looks a little funny, but it's there. There we go. And I went from 18 to 9. I have had $1,800 days, guys. It is crazy to me, but it is true. Our number one selling program is a $900 program, but I have 4 programs. We're going to get to that. So I'm going to share with you. I am so much happier now because I work from home, from my phone with my kiddos. Okay. I do this around my kids. If you guys see this, tell me you can't see it if you can't see it, and screenshot that if you like. In 3, 2, 1, you can screenshot this if you like. This is where I was last year. Man, Can I tell you, I don't want to ever go back to where I was. If you are doing the dash and you are looking for a way, praying for a way out, this might be the answer. Okay. So I'm going to walk you guys through this step by step. So make sure that you're ready to screenshot because I'm going to explain exactly what this is and how I work from home. Because a lot of people are out there right now. There's a lot of people that are in panic mode. If you don't have a way to generate an income from home from your phone, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to share exactly what I do. So, if you are willing to learn some new skills, who in here is willing to learn some new skills so you can generate an income from home? Drop me a 1 if you are learning, if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to learn some new skills, because this requires us to be willing to learn. Okay. What do? I make content. I make content and I learn the skills to create this content. 3 pieces of content. Okay. And what are we doing? We're making videos. I've never made a video before. That's okay. I will help you. We have a program and we follow the program step by step by step. You will learn how to create the content, but I'm going to give you some examples of that. Okay. 7 seconds, 35 seconds, and 1 minute. So you can screenshot that. We'll just keep going. But this is what we do. We learn to create content. We are in marketing. So we learn the digital marketing skills. That's what we're learning. These are high income earning skills. How do you think that I've had $900 and $1,800 days? Not just because I've posted a video. You have to be willing to learn the skills. Yes, that's what I do, but you have to be willing to learn these skills. So let me show you who here wants to see a 7-second video. Anybody want to see a 7-second video? Drop me a 7 in the comments, or if you want to see a 1 minute, drop me a 1. 1 for 1 minute, 7 for 7 seconds. Anybody? Drop me something so I know which direction we want to go in. And let me grab my phone. Okay. So 7 seconds or 1 minute. Okay. We're going to do a 7-second. All right. Are you guys ready? Here we go. This is a 7-second video and I am going to hit record. Pretend, obviously. And then as soon as it hits 7 seconds, I'm going to stop it. What are you doing? I'm making a 7-second video, which is very, very popular. So what do you do then? I add some text on the screen. You'll learn what text to add. Then we're going to go and we're going to pick a popular song and then we're going to hit post. Can you do that? Are you willing to learn the skills to create that content? Guys, this literally saved me. Can I tell you something? I've been creating content for the past year and 4 months from my phone as a complete beginner. Yes, I learned these skills, but it saved me. God saved me by giving me this program and I learned it and I followed it. And now I have built a business online by doing what? By creating content. You can do this and I'm here to help you. So that's a 7-second video. Let's do a 1 minute video. Okay. Are you guys ready? Ready for a 1 minute? So this is a 1 minute. No, you're not too late. No, you don't need a degree. If you are willing to learn these skills and create content, then we follow a step-by-step program that teaches us exactly what to do. And then let me tell you something. I was doing the dash. I was working 40 plus. I was struggling. I was stuck, couldn't figure out what to do. When I was praying and asking God for a way, he brought me this, and I do this in the pockets of my day. I have what is called a lifestyle business. Speaking of lifestyle, my kids are playing in the backyard with shorts and coats. But anyways, I fit this into the pockets of my day and I make 100% on. Are you ready for this? 100, 300, 600, and yes, 900. 900 is our number 1 selling program. I can't believe this. I learned the skills and built a business. If you want the free blueprint, run, don't walk to my profile, drop your email in, wait 5 minutes, check your promo and your trash folders, and then make sure it doesn't go there. And it might go there. I hope it doesn't. But anyways, drop me a yeehaw too, just for good measure. And I would stop it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect in this. So please don't think you have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to show up, for you, your family, and for that change to happen. Okay. So if you're out there and you're like, man, I need something that I can do for beginners, then this might be it. Okay. I make content. This is not rocket science. I make content. Okay. So 7 seconds, 35 seconds, 1 minute. The other half hour and the other half hour. Wait till I get to this one because you're going to be like, what? What are you talking about? Okay. So is everybody good? Who here is willing to learn to create content? Do I have anybody willing to learn to create content? Drop me a 3 for content. Anybody willing to learn to create the content? If you are watching this as a replay later, just drop it in the comments as I'm talking. You can still comment. I read all the comments. So 3 pieces. Half hour. What are we doing? We're posting free ads. Posting free ads. What is that? Has anybody ever sold a pair of shoes online? Have you ever sold a coat? Have you ever sold, I don't know, furniture, anything? That's basically what it is. We give you 200 high traffic websites that you can choose from, even an example on what to post. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go do that. Half hour, put some music on. Put some music on, listen to it, enjoy it, have fun. All you're doing is copying, pasting. That is it. You can do this. Okay. Now, the last half hour, you're going to be like, are you crazy? Yes, kind of. So the last half hour is responding to comments or emails. Okay. Let's put emails too. So that's it. Guys, screenshot this. Here, hold on. You guys here, screenshot this in 3, 2, 1. And you guys over here, screenshot in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, perfect. So that's what it is. That's what I do in a day. I make content. First thing in the morning, I might do a 7-second. I might do one later in the afternoon, maybe at nighttime. This can fit into a busy life. We need something that fits into our lives, that brings us in extra, right? If you're sitting there taking care of family, I'm going to read some screenshots. They're wins, but I'm going to read them. You're not going to see them, but I will read them because I save them here, and I can't do everything on here like I can on the other one. But for you guys over here, let's see if I can share it. I can share it over here. On this one, I'm just going to have to say it, but let me bring it over here because I can do it over here. Okay, hold on. So I'm going to share. It says Goliath fell. You guys won't be able to see it. You guys will. Just give me a minute. Let me share my screen there. Okay. So here it is. I know it's there. Better, bigger. There we go. So she says, Goliath fell while my family is very sick. So this is important. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Big Bear. That's a little loud. Sorry. A little loud for me. I don't know about you guys, but it was a little loud. Okay. So we're going to carry on. But so Latasha says Goliath fell while my family is very sick. Does anybody are you going through that right now? Is there anybody? We just, grandpa passed away not too long ago, a few months ago, and I was able to be beside him in the hospital. Okay. So if you are going through something like that, this is where nope, not over here. Kids are not allowed to be. So, if you are going through something like this, it is really important that we can generate an income and be present, right? I wanted to be there. I was able to be there because of this program. Because of what I do, I can be present. I can be a present parent, a present family member. Close the door, please, son. So Latasha said 600. She said Goliath fell while my family is very sick. I could hardly attend to my online business today, but God showed up. The money I needed, she says, hold on. The money I needed to cover monthly home expenses came out of nowhere. That's my God. Okay. Twyla, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Twyla. Is the blueprint your own? No, this is not my own blueprint. This is our blueprint that we get to share. So, good questions. Okay, let's move right along. I'm going to share with you, you know what we do now, okay? One of the most important parts about this is I have an automated system. I will share with you guys if I can do this. How can I do this? Hold on. Let me find it and then I'll share it. My very first customer, I'll talk about it while I'm doing this. My very first customer actually came to me in the middle of the night. I was sleeping and it was a Sunday morning. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know where it is. There it is. Okay. I can do this. All right. So let me tell you what he did. Let me tell you what happened. I thought I opened it. I did. I'm kind of multitasking here, so bear with me. There we go. And we'll show it over here. Okay. So my very first customer was 900. How did he find me? Well, he saw one of my videos. Okay. So we're making videos, right? You see that over here. You guys see it over here. So I'm just going to make myself bigger again. Nope. I'll get it. Okay. So when somebody goes and sees any of the videos, what do I say? I say, okay, if you want some more information, my profile, right? My profile. So the next thing they have to do is they actually have to put their email in. Why? Well, let me explain it. It's not the black hole. So just a lot of people, including me, I was like, man, I'm scared to put my email in. I think I'm never going to see it again, or I'm going to be bombarded. That's not this. Okay. You can unsubscribe at any time. But when somebody takes this action right here, let me tell you what happens. That starts my automated system. And when you have an automated system, you're going to love it. And let me tell you why. Who here does not want to do dishes manually? I don't want to do dishes manually. I'm not interested in hand washing my clothes. Who likes automations? Drop me a 2 if you like having something automated, like the dishwasher, like a laundry machine. Like, I can't think. If you can think of other examples, drop it in the comments, because I don't want to do anything manually. Twos automated. Yes, I love it. I love having things automated. My business is automated. So what does that mean? It means when I create my little videos, all right, and somebody's interested, they're going to get their information. They have to put their email in. And then what happens? There's a little video from me, a very short video. And then in 5 minutes, but it might not even take 5 minutes, check your promo, check your inbox, check your promo and your junk folders in case my blueprint goes there. You will have my blueprint. Okay. And then you will have a little trip with me. We'll go on a little journey. Okay. Loop. I like automated. Lupe. Is it Lupe? I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Yes, I love automated. I didn't know that we could have an automated business. I had no idea. Okay. So then let me tell you, our founder says 1 out of 20 people, this is the average, 1 out of 20 people who take this action, they actually get started. They get started with a business that's automated. I think it's amazing. Our number one selling program is a $900 program. So that was my first customer. He purchased at 4:30 in the morning while this mama was sleeping. Can I tell you how amazing and exciting it is to wake up to that very first customer? I was thankful. I was grateful. I love it. Sorry, I'm just looking at my son who's walking in here with shorts and a coat on. We live in Texas, and weather's like up and down. So screenshot this, you guys. This is how an automated system works. Screenshot in 3, 2, and 1. And did you guys get it? Okay. Now, make sure that you grab the blueprint. Okay. I'm going to get into the programs right now. So I told you I go through all of this. How much, Thomas says, how much do we need to pay you? I love just directness. I love it. Are you willing to work? Are you willing to learn? Because those are the two things that I would ask. Are you willing to learn and willing to work? Because it does require an effort. This is a real legit business. We're not doing a side hustle. We're not, this is not playing games, playing surveys. No, this is real. It is a real opportunity. Okay. And it is a business. And I'm thankful and grateful. And Thomas, I'm going to walk through it all. Okay. So let's get to the programs. That's how the automations work. That right there is important to understand. So we're not selling things in our videos. I thought we were. I thought I was selling something. Lady, I like what he says. Lady, I'm 67. I'm putting in 60 hours a week now. Yes, I was doing 40 plus. And let me tell you something. I was doing maybe you don't know me, Thomas. Nice to meet you. I was doing 40 plus doing the dash, and I was tired and I was exhausted and I was worn out. There's a girl in our program, a mom who was 50 years old, and she actually was working 18 hours a day. And she was tired. She was exhausted. She was worn out. She wanted something else. She started this and she quit her part-time and her full-time in 10 and a half weeks. I am so proud of that mom. Now, let me tell you something. It gets better than that. You think that that's good? She probably thought that that was awesome, right? She was able to quit the part-time and the full-time. Now she works from home, but it's better than that. She is actually a six-figure income earner because of this program. So I love it. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Emmy. Hi, Joe. So what did you do last year? Last year, let me tell you how this happened. I was scrolling on TikTok, just like some of you are scrolling, and you guys are on a different one, but let me tell you what happened. This girl popped up. Okay. I was still doing the dash. I was still hustling. And she talked about God. She talked about homeschooling. And then she talked about making boatloads. As soon as I heard boatloads, I did what a lot of you guys do. I just scrolled. I was like, nope, I'm out. I made a mistake that day. I made a mistake because 2 days later, when I lost the vehicle and I lost the JOB, thank God she popped back up. This time I said to her, I said 3 questions. I said, number 1, I said, can I work from home? She said, yeah. I said, number 2, I said, do I need a degree? And she said, no. I said, okay. Number 3, I said, what was my third one? Oh, do I have to pick up a phone? I don't want to pick up a phone. So she was like, no, there's no. And I was like, okay, good. What is this? So what did you do last year? I purchased a business in a box. I was a skeptic. I was nervous. I didn't know if this was something for me. I didn't know if it was going to work. I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know anything about this at all. So I'm happy to say a year and 4 months later that I've been doing this from my phone, from my home with my kids. And I am so grateful that I get to do this. So 900, 600, 301 are the 4 different programs. There are plans in the US. It could be 56 on a plan per month. Okay. For that number 1 selling program, I make 100%. Now, I haven't seen anybody ask me, well, how do they make money? Doesn't anybody want to know how do they make money? How does that company, that community, how do they make money? That was one of my first questions. I was like, wait a minute. If I make 100%, how do they make any money? One-time website fee. One time. And let me tell you something. What I paid. Okay, hold on. What I paid for, I purchased a program that taught me skills that I didn't have. High income earning skills called digital marketing skills. I'm giving you guys everything here, everything. Okay. Like, I'm telling you exactly how this works. I'm going through exactly everything. Okay. So I've learned high income earning skills called marketing skills. As you can see, I purchased a program in June of 2024. I will tell you why I crossed this out. Let me tell you why I crossed it out. I crossed it out because last year I asked the girl, I said, if I purchase this one, because I was scared, I was a skeptic, I didn't know what this was. I said, if I purchase this one, what do I get to promote? She said that one. I said, forget it. I purchased the 9. I have all 4. So it works like this. If you choose the 9, then you have all 4. If you were to choose the 6, then you would have all 3. If you choose the 3, you see where I'm going with this. So as soon as she said 1, I was like, nope, no, that doesn't make any sense. So I thought about this. If I didn't purchase it, why am I promoting something I didn't purchase? So I stopped promoting that, because one program, think about what you're doing. If you're offering one program that really isn't an option, that's just like, here, take it or leave it. People like choices. People want options, right? So one-time website fee, I purchased a program. That was my first customer. Now, that was my first customer. That was my second customer, my third customer. I'm not done yet. That was my fourth customer. That was my fifth. That was my sixth and my seventh. So I say that to say this, not only in our community is that our number one selling program, but that is my number one selling program. I love what I do because I get to do this and I get to build it sounds funny, but I get to build a legacy, because not only am I building a business that's going to provide, what am I looking for? Provide for me and my kids, but give me an opportunity to provide for my children and my children's children, because that's what I want. If you want to have more in your life, thank you for the follow. Candace, thank you, girl. Snooky, hello, Snooky, long time no see. Okay, so thank you guys for the taps. Thank you. Okay, so I purchased a one-time program. I paid a one-time website fee. There are 2 very small incidentals that you might want to write down. Now, I can't say it, but it's the go and the daddy. Okay, you need to decide on a website name. Choose a website name. Make it short, whatever. Let it reflect you, though. Okay. Let it reflect you in the way that I'm saying this. I have my friend Candace in here. So let's use Candace as an example. So if I was to say, hey, go make a website name for yourself, Candace, she might say chatting with Candace, or coffee with Candace. I like that better. Coffee with Candace. And then her TT or whatever social media. I'm just going to say this. You can do this on any social media platform, any of them. I love that. Okay. So as long as it's a social media platform, we're creating content. So she could do coffee with Candace, and then her website name would be Coffee with Candace. And I love coffee. That's why I use coffee a lot. Okay. So that is just an example. Come up with a name that resonates with you. And then, so that website name could be $1, could be 11. It depends. It's small. It depends on what you choose. Now, the other thing is, remember we talked about automated, like in automations, that's building an email list. Email list equals income. So with the go and the daddy, you need a professional email. That's 23. So everything to get started with a business in a box would be under 1,000. Okay. Under 1,000. It's crazy to me, but I have a phone that costs the same as a business in a box. And I want you to think about that for a second. I have literally made thousands every month for a year and 4 months, a year and 2 months, because the first 2 months I didn't make a sale because I messed up. And I'll tell you, I messed up. People are all different in here, but I could have probably, and I hate to say it, but I probably could have made my first customer a lot quicker had I done it the way I was supposed to. When you start this, 0 followers, guys, don't do what I did. thought I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I could do this with a following. That's not this. So we're creating content, but we wanted to reach the perfect customer. And you'll learn this inside. But I went in front of, other people that the niche was different. So when I created an account, 0 followers, let me tell you something. That account is gold. That is my best account because it was made from 0 followers. I posted my content. And let me tell you something. People, we think we have to make all these videos. There's a lot of people that are doing what we call the shop, right? And they're selling, a marker, and they got to create 10 videos for like $1. Well, this is not that. And we don't need a following. We don't need this massive following. It takes one person to become a customer. There's 5.5 billion people scrolling, active users on social media. 5.5 billion people. And we're creating content, and we get to hang out, and we get to know each other. We get to make new friends. And that's what I say. Go create the content, make new friends, because we're not selling. We're sharing our story. You have a story. If you are stuck and if you're struggling doing something right now, if you are like looking for a way, something that fits your life, because there's too many people out there that don't have a way and they're like stuck and they're like, what am I going to do? Look into this. Grab the free blueprint. I have 2 spots now, 2 spots left for a coaching call. What is that? That gives you a one-on-one, but it's only for the people that start with Legacy 2.0. And that coaching call is going to give you a game plan. Me and you get on a Zoom, me and you talk, and then I'll help you come up with a game plan so you have a quick start. Listen, it's the 1st of November. Now, if you guys are watching this as a replay later, everything I'm talking about is fine, but those coaching spots are only if you are watching this and it's November the 1st and you're watching the replay. This is not going to be evergreen. What they call evergreen. So if you're watching this live, I have 2 coaching call spots left. That is my time, but I will give you that. If you start with Legacy 2.0, you have to grab that spot quickly because they don't last very long. Okay. When I open those up. And that's it. That's, like I said, a game plan. You're part of my community, which is a private paid community. You can direct message me in that community. I do a Zoom every Thursday. So you get to work with me closely should you choose to. It's completely up to you. You don't have to join my community. You don't have to, because we are part of a main community we've got 57,000 of us. There's 57,000 people worldwide. By the way, we are a worldwide company business. So you can do this anywhere in the world. Those plans, like the 56 per month for that #1 selling program. So we purchase a one-time website fee, pay a one-time website fee. If you choose that, you can choose any program, by the way. You do not have to choose that. What are your goals? What is your budget? Choose based on what your goals and your budget are. Okay. Now, there is no monthly fees. I didn't write that down, so let me write that down in the corner here. No monthly fees in that main community. Should you choose Legacy 2.0, the founder of this, let me tell you a little bit about her, okay? If you don't know the founder, if you've never heard of her, that's fine. I'm going to share a little bit with you so you understand. She's a mom of 6, a grandmother to 5. She started this in September 2022. She was looking to hit 54,000 in a year. 54,000. Now, can I tell you what she did hit? By posting videos and doing the posting of the free ads. Well, I will tell you what she hit. She hit 1 million in 17 months by reselling education. These are educational programs that are teaching us marketing skills, but there's more. So she hit that in 17 months. And I am so stinking proud of, like, from a mom's point of view, guys, I'm not leaving you guys out, but from a mom's point of view to another mom, like, high five, girl. Anybody anybody that steps out there and does something a little different for your family, man, I was brought up to think 9 to 5 was the answer, but it wasn't for me. So if you're looking and you're searching and the 9 to 5 doesn't fit you because of your life, because of what you're going through, because of who you're taking care of, because of there's so many reasons why. We have grandmothers raising grandchildren. We have grandfathers who are tired and burnt out. We've got people who have done the 9 to 5 for a long time and they're burnt out and they're tired and they're exhausted. Don't you know there is another way? If you didn't know about this, that's why I'm here. I'm here to share this, to go, man, if you don't know about it, look into it. If you don't know anything about this, I'm walking you through the whole entire thing. If you are willing to learn to create content and post that content, 3 pieces of content. Think about this. We're making 3 videos and we're posting content. Put aside some time to learn the skills. Every single day, she gives us a video. That founder, she gives us a daily video. Are you doing this in your business? Make sure that you watch them. They're like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. We're not talking like a documentary. No, these are very short. Now, on top of that, if you choose the Legacy 2.0, she does the exclusive training every single Monday. If you started today, which is Saturday, it takes them 24 to 48 hours to let you into the main community. So you have got to give them 24 to 48 hours. Make sure you use a good email. Make sure you use a good name. Like that stuff has to be good. And then your access will be quicker. Okay. As soon as you're accepted into the main one, need to message me, email me, message me, and say I'm in the main one. And then I will send you an invitation to mine. Okay. So that's how that works. I don't want to forget anything. Inside that main community, we have what are called wins. We can screenshot those wins and we can share those wins like in our social media, in our content. It is such an amazing thing to be able to share because I'm sure you want to know that other people are generating income, not just me, not just the next person. Do you understand? We have an entire business in a box that's proven to work, and I followed the steps. I didn't follow perfectly. I didn't. But let me tell you something. When this mama who used to do the dash hit 3.6K in 4 days, I was like blown away. Do you understand? For me, it would have took me 2 months of working 40 plus hours to hit 3.6K. I hit that in 4 days with a program that actually gave me the skills. Because listen, I already know there's no way I could have ever found a 9 to 5 that would ever come close to that. It's not possible. It's just not. So whatever you're doing, if you're not making ends meet, if you're like stuck and you're like, wow, I wish I could just bring in a little extra. This fits into the pockets of that day. If you're already doing a 9 to 5, fit it into the pockets of your day. Guys do this, girls do this. And I'm going to share with you, if you haven't already, make sure to grab the blueprint, guys. Make sure to grab that blueprint and I will share some of these. I can share some of these wins. Okay. Let me see what I have in here recently. And if you have questions, ask me your questions because now is the time. Let me see. First sale. Somebody said first sale. It felt impossible, sounded unbelievable when I was congratulating other members. Okay. So somebody said, it felt impossible, sounded unbelievable when I was congratulating other members for their growth. And listen to this. So she purchased the program end of July with a 100. She did the 100. Okay. And in less than 30 days, this is funny, upgraded to the 900. Okay. So you can upgrade. Let me bring that in. If you decide to get started here, you have 30 days and you can upgrade. All right. Then you'll have to pay the 39 again. Okay. If you choose the 6, you would pay the difference and pay the website fee again. That's how it works. You have 30 days. So think about that and consider that. So in less than 30 days, she upgraded to the 9. Yesterday, as her coach was congratulating her, she reminded me that I actually upgraded without making any sale. Today, that action got me a $900 customer, which was not possible with what she started with. so she upgraded to the 9 and she got her first customer. I think that's awesome. And her name, I think, was Londika. I might have said the name wrong. Oh, somebody used a sloth in their picture. So late post, but a $1,200 Friday. What a way to start the weekend and new week. She said, first I had someone join Friday on the 3 and then 900 straight after. So that was 1,200 in total. That's 2 customers, a 9 and a 3. Guys, this is, I don't even know, there's not, I've gone through everything. I don't know how long we've been going live for. 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Okay. So if you are out there and you're thinking, man, I don't know if I can do this, I was there. If you're thinking you're a skeptic like I was there. I was there. If you want to see behind the scenes, if you are interested in behind the scenes, I have replays on the tube. Everybody can watch the replays. And this one here right now, obviously I'm not showing a whole bunch of stuff because I'm on a few things at the same time, but there are replays and I walk you through it all and show you everything behind the scenes. So make sure, if you are serious, if you're ready to do something that's real, legit, that works, then watch the replays, grab the blueprint. Remember this, guys, I only have 2 spots. So is there anybody here who wants to take a spot right now? I need to know during the live. If there's anybody that wants to take one of the 2 spots and you're ready to get started with Legacy 2.0 and have a one-on-one with me, then you got to drop a 1 in the comments and you got to let me know. Okay. There's another girl in here that started this. No, I'll tell you about the guy. I'll tell you about this guy. Let me see if I can find his thing, because we talked about some girls here and I like to share guys. Just because we also want some guys and girls. Okay, so I'll share this one. Did I open it? Yes, I did. Okay, I can share this probably on the screen here. Let me do this. Hold on a minute. That's the wrong one, isn't it? Is this it? There's a guy, 3040. I don't know where it is. I don't know if I can find it. I thought I had it. He was in a bad spot, very bad spot. Here it is. Okay, I'll just read it to you guys. So today marks 18 months to the day that I joined this digital marketing program. Prior to me joining, I was stressed out, overwhelmed, overworked, and barely making ends meet as a struggling life insurance agent. He said minus $6 in his account. And he says January 6, 2024. Then he got introduced to this on the 13th of January. And then he started on the 15th. When he joined, he says this, when I joined, I was about to get evicted. The car was about to get repossessed and he didn't have much in the house grocery wise. He said, I took a risk and invested in myself to learn, because this is a learning thing, right? He said it's paid off. Today, I'm well over 440,000 earned, debt free, and soon to be buying his dream home. No money worries, no stress, a lot of traveling and spending time with the family and enjoying the fruits of my labor. I give God the glory. He said, if you see it in your head, you can have it in your hand. It is amazing to me that this actually exists. So if you are watching this later, if you guys are watching this later, drop it in the comments where you're watching from. If you have any questions, make sure that you do this. Make sure you grab the blueprint. Okay. The blueprint's free. I'm going to jump off. I got to go make dinner for my kiddos. you can always reach me via email. As soon as you grab that blueprint, you'll have that. You'll be able to reach out to me. Okay. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful